Immortality and living forever is something that every human thinks about. But unless you're a fictional superhero that Stan Lee created, the Queen of England, or one of few crazy animals that can live after death, you're probably not going to live long enough to see George R.R. Martin release his final edition of the Game of Thrones Saga. With that being said, welcome to Curious World, where we discover and explore the weird and wonderful world that we live in. From the highest of mountains to thousands of meters below sea level, only a few animals can claim to live after death. Or shall we say, even live forever. From tiny microscopic organisms that can be found everywhere to some of the biggest mammals in existence. Here are 12 animals that can live after death. Number 12. The cockroach. Yes, I know what you're thinking. All that build-up and foreplay to these exceptional creatures who can live after death, and I mutter the word that sparks fear into the souls of every teenage girl: cockroach. But we assure you, these tiny beasts deserve respect from us mere mortals. Why is that? Well, for starters, none of us can go about continuing our daily tasks after having our head sliced right off our shoulders. Cockroaches may be tiny and disgusting to look at, but they have this unique ability to live up to 2 weeks post-decapitation. This is because, unlike humans, they have almost no blood pressure. So if their head just slips and detaches from their body, the body just clots it up and acts like nothing ever happened. This may sound creepy, but hey, at least we have the power to walk into a supermarket and buy some cockroach spray. A simple yet effective method that keeps cockroaches from taking over the earth. Number 11. Dancing zombie squid. We're living at an odd time where the word squid reminds us of a particular online streaming platform and its hit TV series, but it's time to shine a light on the beautiful delicacy that allows you to watch your food dance in front of you. Are you a fan of watching a live dance performance while eating your food? Well, the dish Katsu Ika Odori Don does even better. You get the opportunity of watching your plate of food dance right in front of you before you shove it into your mouth. I don't know what passes as entertainment in certain parts of the world, but I like my food to be dead while I'm eating it. This popular Japanese dish, which consists of noodles, broth, and squid, will get all the nerves tingling. But not just yours. Once you pour the soy sauce on the piece of squid, its nerve cells get triggered, and what follows is a weird few seconds in which you can see your squid pop out some of the sickest dance moves of the century. If you're into that, then maybe try the dish out. If you're not, then maybe stick to the vegetarian side of the menu. Number 10. Green iguana. The green iguana can detach their tails whenever they feel threatened. So if the iguana has somehow managed to be a part of a cat and mouse where the opposing entity gets hold of its tail, it simply says the magic words "Open Sesame" or "Shazam" or whatever other word it needs to get the cheat code activated, and bam, the tail just drops off. Another cool aspect is that after the tail regrows, it rarely takes the same color. Guess that's 2 things we know about the green iguana. It can regrow its tail, and it never wears the same outfit twice. If you've been enjoying the video so far, make sure to stick around until the end as the list keeps getting better. Number 9. Frogs. Yep, next on the list we have the creature that has inspired one of the world's most popular Muppet characters and has proven to be a nightmare for biology students worldwide: frogs. There's more to these green creatures than just having an unusually large tongue. They can function even when they are brain dead. Thanks to the numerous people who love removing brains from the heads of random animals in the name of science, we can appreciate some truly sensational qualities that a frog possesses. A headed frog that is brainless behaves pretty similar to one that has its brain in store. A truly brilliant similarity between frogs and humans. They can function without their brains, and we choose not to use our brains. Jokes aside, this is made possible thanks to the power of their reflex reaction, which causes a muscle to expand or contract. Number 8. Snakes. The creepy sound it makes as it slithers across the wet fields, the symbol of the evil house in Harry Potter, and now finally the ability to live after being decapitated are just some of the reasons why the world unanimously hates snakes. If there's an animal that can just spit venom mid-air and kill a person, living past decapitation is just an unfair advantage. There was even a case in China where a decapitated spitting cobra, which was being prepared in a restaurant, bit a chef nearly 20 minutes after it had its head chopped off. From virus-carrying bats to venomous snakeheads, I think the world has seen enough. Snakes aren't to be messed around with, and while humanity is going about hunting most of the world's beautiful species, they know better than to mess with these limbless creatures. Number 7. Turtles. From the turtle that took on the rabbit in a foot race to Master Uguay and Kung Fu Panda, there's a reason why turtles are so smart and wise. They have lived forever. Slow and steady wins the race, and in this case the race is immortality. Turtles have managed to perfectly preserve themselves as their organs refuse to break down. They avoid conflicts by simply crawling back into their shells and don't interfere in other people's business. It turns out, being slow as hell may be assisting them in their longevity, as animals that burn energy more slowly tend to live longer. While their age may clearly show on their face, the turtles are going to have the last laugh since they're going to be here long after all of us have gone. Before we get to the second half of the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you're having a great time. Number 6. Chickens. Now, chickens are not immortal. If I could be one animal, it would not be a chicken. But that has more to do with the never-ending greed of humans wanting to kill these innocent creatures to up their protein intake for the day. But chickens have this ability to sort of stay alive after their head has been chopped off. I'm sure all of us have heard about the chicken dancing after its head was sliced off. This has to do with their nerves, which reach up to the surface of their skin and cause a muscular reaction that makes them flap their wings and keep moving for a few seconds post-decapitation. Definitely one of the weaker entries in the list as far as immortality is concerned. Number 5. Bowhead whales. These mammals have something which helps them avoid death. They are immune from cancer. Yep, you heard it right. The bowhead whales have the capability of repairing their damaged DNA. This, in turn, prevents them from developing cancer. Apart from this crazy quality, the whales can also live for centuries. And with their humongous size, it's going to take more than just a cocky jellyfish or a tiny hammerhead shark to bring them down. If their cancer-avoiding quality wasn't a big enough flex, they're also capable of surviving without oxygen for long periods. No wonder they come out from the deep end so rarely, do a cool flip mid-air to impress the wildlife photographers, and go back hiding under the ocean. Number 4. The Greenland shark. Having at least one species of sharks on this list was inevitable. After all, nothing freaks us out more than rewatching Brody and the other side characters hunting down the humongous great white from Jaws. For these Greenland sharks, they're something else. They live for over 250 plus years and don't reach sexual maturity until the first 150 years. This may be a reason why they always look so stressed out and depressed. They live in utter darkness and freezing temperatures, and are also blind due to the parasites in the deeper ends of the water that keep feeding around their eyes. But come lunchtime, their sniffing game is stronger than anyone's on the block, as they've been known to feed on all kinds of creatures such as small seals and other kinds of fish. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the end game. We have reached the final 3 animals that can live after death, so make sure to prepare yourself for a few crazy additions to this already mind-boggling list. Number 3. The flatworm. Now we're heading into dangerous territory. These next few creatures could all make for powerful boss fights in any video game ever created. But to start the top 3 list, we have the flatworm. This creature isn't as innocent as it may sound. If I lock you in a room and challenge you to kill a flatworm in the next 20 minutes, you're probably going to be walking out with 100 more of those creatures. That's right, these creatures multiply whenever you try to cut them open. You cut their head, they'll grow a new head portion and a new tail portion. You try cutting them 20 times, you'll get 20 replicas of the last flatworm. On the plus side, if you're stuck in the middle of a forest with just a flatworm and are scared of starving to death, you'll probably never run out of food. Too much? Yeah, thought so. Number 2. Tardigrade. Also known as the water bear, tardigrades are 8-legged microscopic organisms. The most unique quality about these beasts is the fact that they have yet to find an environment where they cannot survive. They can be found from the north to the south pole, roam around in deserts, glaciers, mountains, and even in hot springs. If faced with any harsh conditions, these tiny water bears have the strongest move in their arsenal. Just like a possum would, they simply play dead. This state is known as cryptobiosis, and as much as it sounds like, no, it's not the name of a popular cryptocurrency exchange. The tardigrade can simply play dead like this for decades on end, and come to life instantly after being exposed to water. A truly phenomenal quality for a truly phenomenal species. Number 1. The immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dorni. From all the wild beasts we have mentioned in this list, only the Turritopsis dorni has been considered to be biologically immortal. But we promise you, the science behind immortality isn't as complicated as the pronunciation of the name itself. These squishy creatures have the unique ability to revert to an earlier stage of their life cycle if they feel threatened or fear a risk of injury or damage. Imagine a butterfly going back to its cocoon every time an annoying stranger tried to take a selfie with it. Sometimes I wish I was a jellyfish. This particular type of jellyfish has aced the art of living forever and then some. The Dorni simply turns back into a blob of tissue and gets to play the literal rewind card on life. But they aren't completely immortal. They can still be eaten by predators or hunted by humans. Or even worse, sting an innocent bystander at the shore, causing them to slip into paralysis as they slowly fade away into the abyss of the deep blue. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our video. Which of these animals do you think has the coolest survival ability? If you could pick to be any one of them, which would you choose to be? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button below and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content.